All right, so I wanted to show you a cool little feature that just got added into KeepaScore 2.6. I'm going to make this particular event. We've got a pool A, pool B. We're on pool A. I'm going to make this event a duper event because it does have duper players. All right, we'll load that event right there. There's our duper logo, shows up in the very top right there. So when we select this, or because the event is duper, down at the bottom you can see the toggle, which I've highlighted right there. We turn on all of the different duper rank, and it sorts them in reverse order. So Pablo Tellez in this particular set of data is at 6.6, scrolling all the way to the bottom where you've got an Ed Francis at 3.5. So that's actually, I don't know how I got in there. Very low, but the new tool is this. I'm going to tap on the wrench icon highlighted right there. And what it is the dice tool right there highlighted. This dice tool is pretty cool. So what we need to do, here's something that's creative that you can do. I've played this format. You can say, okay, Pablo, here's what you get to do. We're coming in where teams are not already established. It's an event where individuals play, but we want to give individuals the ability to make some selections where they feel like they have control. And there's a couple different variations where you can do this. So we say, Pablo, you are the number 1 rank. You're a 6'6". You get to pick from anybody below you 3 players that you want. So Pablo says, okay, I'm going to pick, let's just go for the next 3, AJ, Eric, and Kyle. Well, we can use the dice tool now. And what we do is the dice has this nice little lock feature where you can lock these things. And so what we say is we're going to lock all these and we're going to first roll. Okay, Pablo, your number is, let's get a different number there. Your number is number 3. So let's lock that. For the other 3 players that I just unlocked 3 dice, we're going to say the first match is going to be your partner. So there's a degree of randomness here, but the top player got to pick who he would like to play with out of those 3. And there's a variation you can do on this. So the first player that gets a 3 that matches becomes the player. So I forget what the order of the players were, but we would roll and we didn't get a match. We'd roll. Didn't get a match, roll, and you can just keep rolling till you actually get one. Oh, there we've got 2 3s. So we isolate this player, and it's now a roll-off between those 2 3s for somebody to get a 3. And there we go. So that would be the partner right there, and that partner would be, you would then go and create the teams. That would be Pablo and AJ. So you switch over to the teams. And in this case, I already have teams. I actually have a format. I probably have games created. Nope. Let's go, and I should be able to get rid of those teams. Or reset the teams. There it is right there. Let's reset the teams really quickly here. Reset teams. You can always roll things back or break them down. We can create our teams, but in this case, we don't want to auto-assign. We want manually. We've got our teams, and now our first 2 teams would be obviously AJ and then Pablo. And we would repeat the same thing, allowing our players to create teams. Now, here's another variation that's actually fun to do. You can bring up your dice tool, and if we need to see our players, we can switch to our players really quick there. So the next player is going to be Eric. Okay, Eric, you get to pick the next 3 players. And he picks Kyle, Chuck, and then goes down to Althoff, and he does that. Well, another variation on this is you select the dice tool and you say, okay, we're going to lock off all of these dice. We're going to roll. All right, that is your number. Again, it's 3. You're looking for a match of 3. We lock that one, and then we go to our other 3. But we give them the option now, and this is a cool little twist that people like because it really sort of makes them think, how do I strategically pick or likely get one of the people that I want? So out of the 3 players, and you tell the players this ahead of time, you tell them, okay, out of the 3 players that you pick, if there's 2 of them that agree that they want to partner, then that eliminates them, makes them a team, and you get the 1 person out of the 3 that did not partner. So this forces the 3 that were picked to actually make a choice strategically. It puts the power now in their hands to actually say, okay, yeah, let's team up because we think we can beat these other two player, which forces the third player. It's strategy. It's just a fun way to play your game. And so essentially, you just end up creating all of your teams together in KeepaScore. It's really easy to populate them. Maybe Althoff and Chuck played together, and then as your teams are filled out, then you ultimately end up getting all of your teams, and then you just choose your format, generate your games, and then play them. And it's just a fun way to use KeepaScore with the new dice feature.